Well, I am on a trail, not the AT. I am back home in New Jersey. I should still be on the AT, but I came home early. You guys know why. A weirdo and screaming knees. So, rethinking my safety plan for when I get back on trail and keeping up with my miles. So today I'm doing a short little hike, 10 miles in the Pinelands. That'll be nothing because this is all flat here. And, you know, I'm 83 feet above sea level, which is hysterical to me at this point. But I got to keep the legs moving because I am going back. I am going to continue to go back until I get it done. So I'm doing the White Blaze East Creek loop in Belle Plaine in the Pinelands, just to keep the legs moving. I really don't get a chance for much elevation gain here in South Jersey, but my plan is I'm going back to the AT. I have a definite plan going. I'm going to trail days, and I'm going to hike to trail days. So I've already arranged to get coverage for myself at work, and probably drive down to Damascus, Virginia, and leave the car there, and then shuttle out 40 to 60 miles, probably closer to 60. So, so pretty. As boring as the Pinelands have always been to me, it is pretty on a sunny day. So yeah, I'm gonna shuttle out probably around 60 miles from Damascus and hike back to Damascus to my car, where I will then attend trail days. And so I've come to the conclusion that I'm probably gonna complete the 2,200 miles to Maine as a lasher. And that is, I gotta show you guys this. This is pretty. This is what the Pinelands look like. Over and over and over again. No vistas, no views. So, so yeah, I'm gonna be a lasher, and that's an acronym for long ass section hiker. So I figure by next year, I would like to do it within the 1 year of my registration at Springer Mountain, but we'll see. So much is weather dependent because they shut Katahdin down in mid-October, which means I would have to somehow get to Katahdin between May and October of next year. And I don't know if that's a realistic goal, but we'll see. There's a lot of things up in the air right now. I don't even know if I'm going to stay in New Jersey. So getting this short little 10-mile hike in today, and keeping the legs moving. And I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about why people hike. You know, talking to a lot of through hikers, section hikers, day hikers. Not so much day hikers, but you know, everyone hikes for their own reasons. Some people do it because they appreciate nature. Some people do it to exercise. Some people do it just to hike. But there's a lot of people, you know, as you discuss doing large sections or through hikes on the Appalachian Trail, as you discuss that with other hikers on the trail, they always ask, what made you do it? What made you decide to do it? And, you know, whatever various answers that people give, the eternal therapist inside of me says there's always a bigger reason. And I do have a bigger reason. I'm trying to get my head straight about a couple of things. And I really can't do that in normal life. Big, gigantic, major decisions that need to be made. So taking myself completely out of my comfortable element and challenging myself to hike those 4,000-foot mountains over and over and over again, which I cursed and cried, but loved every second of it. Hey, I hiked the entire state of Georgia. I hiked 86 miles, every mountain on the Appalachian Trail through the entire state of Georgia. And that's an accomplishment. I may not have made it to Hot Springs, but that was a little beyond my control. So, my reason for hiking is a deeply personal one. And just gonna keep walking until it remedies itself. So I don't want to go into too much personal detail. Let's just say everything in the forest is very real. The ground that I'm walking on is real, the trees are real. There's no mistaking anything out here. There's no dishonesty. There's no grandiose drama. There's no cattiness. There's no judgment. It's just you and this. It's a very healing activity for me, as I'm sure it is for many other long distance hikers. And I'm new to this. I'm not new to hiking. In my 20s, I hiked all over the Santa Cruz Mountains, in the Redwoods. Did a lot of hiking at Big Sur. Did some hiking up at Mount Rainier and Red Rocks, New Mexico. But you know, I stopped hiking for a long time because life took over, you know, babies, marriage, blah, 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 blah. Careers, college. But I'm at this like pivotal moment in my life where I have to make some big serious decisions. So that's another part of the hike, the reason for the hike. So I am going back. So I have one long ass section planned, and that'll be in May. But I think I'm gonna try to get down there back to the North Carolina border where I left off, and try to maybe get through North Carolina into Tennessee before the full swing of things here in my town. We live in a very touristy resort area. So before we get going with all that, I'm gonna head back down, do another long ass section hike, and just start knocking out the miles that way. And possibly do that twice in April. And then of course head back down in May, which is already a definite. Everything's already planned for that. So if any of you guys want to join me on that one, feel free. It'll most likely, well, it'll be an easier part of the Appalachian Trail than what I just did. You know, Georgia's Georgia. It's not Mahoosic Notch. It's not the Whites. It's not Katahdin, but Georgia's no joke. And you're staring straight up a mountain, knowing that the only way you can get to the other side of it is up and over, and you really don't have a choice because you obviously aren't going to go backwards. And it's kind of the philosophy of my hiking. Don't go backwards. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go backwards. So every day I get out hiking here in New Jersey, it's just keeping up my strength, keeping up my stamina, and moving me forward to my goal. I have discovered a couple things over the last month. I don't really like people as much as I thought I did. I'm an extremely social person. This is really cool. There's all these pine cones. Any of you crafty people out there want to make up crafts out of pine cones, this is where you come. Hundreds, probably thousands of pine cones everywhere. So anyway, I learned that I don't really care for certain aspects of people. It's not that I don't care for people themselves, because I am a very social person. I worked in a very social industry between being a therapist and working in the bar industry, restaurant industry. That's what I do. And anyone that really knows me knows I never shut up anyway. Love to talk. I also love to hear and listen to people's stories. I also learned that I am way more strong than I gave myself credit for. I really can't believe I just did 86 miles across the state of Georgia, up and down those gigantic mountains that you see in the videos in the distance. Those mountains, I climbed them. So I'm very resourceful when I'm by myself and have to come up with solutions out in the middle of nowhere with no one around. I did it. So I'm very happy about that. But when you think your life is one thing and you find out it's something completely different, when you think your life is, you know, the plan, when you think the plan is definitely going to be the plan, and then something comes along and blows it out of the water, or someone blows it out of the water, it leaves you questioning a lot. So the question is not just the immediate question, but it's also a bigger question, bigger life question. And if you get what I'm saying, then you understand. And if you don't get what I'm saying, I can't explain it to you. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, I'm gonna get on with my 10 miles. I'm a half mile in, and it's a beautiful day, about 35 degrees, but I'm sweating already. I'm trying to keep up a nice speed because I don't have the elevation for me to keep my legs trained. All right. Hello. So pretty. And this is pretty cool. This is a big tree. Check that out. Very cool. I've never been back here to this little corner of, oh, wow, this is a cute little area that I've never been to. Oh, I've been here. I've been here. Okay. I used to bring Jesse and Tyler fishing back here all the time. False hooked a smallmouth bass right here through the eye. Foul hooked, I mean, not false hook. Very nice. Stop and have a snack here. Bald eagle. Bald eagle, 12 o'clock. Where'd he go? Hard to see him. That's a bald eagle right there.